I'm recording this about 5 minutes after it happened. This was my best RRB game ever, and I just want to document it and put it on the channel because right now my ego is absolutely through the roof, and it's a damn shame I wasn't recording, but this was my craziest match ever, one of the most insane clutches I've ever gotten. So I'm in the Kurnass, and I'm playing it because I saw some YouTube thumbnail where this guy got like 8 kills in it 3 times. And I'm like, damn, or something like that. It was a bad karma video. You know that guy's cracked. So I was like, the thing can't be that good. And here I'm just firing these at people. And these things are so good at 11.3. I had no idea that these missiles would be this crazy. But it was a lot of people who were climbing who just never bothered to try and chaff them. So I see this guy. I fire this at him, and I don't think it's going to pull. Bink. I see this guy. I fire at him, and I don't think it's going to pull. These E2 Sparrows are absolutely ridiculous. I see this guy. I think he's probably going to flare it, but it's worth a shot. And it hits. So at this point, I have 4 kills, but my team's still kind of getting destroyed. I shoot my last Sparrow at this F5. And it tracks a little wonky. I think it locked onto the A10 and then, I don't know, something happened to it. So I unlock it. I fire one off at the A10. He flares it, but it's an A10. For some reason, I try to go head on. I get a hit, but it does nothing. I just noticed this J7 at the last second. That almost killed me. I pull in, and I go for the gunshot, but that guy's kind of already dead. That was a waste of bullets, but I see this guy. I go for another shot, miss. Because I can't aim. No, trust me. I will be able to aim when it counts, just not right now. This J7D's coming in, I'm not really worried because he has a water pistol. I shoot off this 9G on a whim, and it actually ends up hitting. The J7D's behind me, so I'm constantly pre-flaring. And at this point, I'm just going to follow the F5 back to his airfield, because I want to pick up a couple quick kills. And I see that I'm actually really close to the airfield, and there's 2 guys on it. So this is another 2 quick kills. So at this point, I already have 7 kills, I'm thinking. It's been 6 minutes, and there's 4 enemies left. This could be my best match yet. I've expended all my missiles and my ammo. The counter's bugged. And I'm supposed to have severed this F5, but he just keeps, I'm getting a little pink like he's going to go down, but he's just not going down. At some point, it revokes the severe damage from me, and it's just like, yeah, actually that didn't count. He survived. I don't really care. At this point, I can't help that guy. I'm entirely out of weapons. My main goal is to just get back to the airfield safe. Luckily, no one followed me back to the airfield. At least, I didn't think anybody followed me back to the airfield. So I take off, and I get something on my radar, so I keep trying to lock onto this guy. Eventually, I shoot one off at him, but I notice right behind me, this guy almost takes me out. That would have been a really lame way to end. But I notice him shoot the Sparrow off, and that guy ends up being way slower than me. So I take out this guy, because F5s can just never dodge Sparrows, apparently. I fire another one at this guy because F5s never dodge Sparrows. And I finally get my kill that I was supposed to have a while ago. They both go down. I now have 8 kills. So I'm constantly looking behind me because this F5 has me locked up. And I'm going a lot faster than him, but if he gets close and we have to dogfight, I'm going to lose. So I have to leverage my radar missiles because those are my only advantage. So I just want to build enough distance to where I can actually use them. And then when there's 12 kilometers between us, I decide it's safe enough to turn back in and ultimately get that Sparrow off. So I send it off, and of course, F5 players cannot dodge radar missiles. So down he goes. Honestly, a lot of this match was luck. A bunch of my IR missiles hit when they normally wouldn't have. But anyway, for some reason, I try to head on with this guy. Luckily, I dodged all of his rounds. Again, I probably didn't deserve this, but I see him turning back towards me, and seeing as he's probably a lot heavier than me, I'm not worried about having to dogfight. I actually avoid the head-on this time, and then I turn back in, because I'm a lot lighter, so I know I'm going to beat him here. And he goes in front of my nose, and for once, I line up the perfect shot. And I end this match with 10 kills. That was easily my craziest match of ARB yet. Oh my god. Yeah, not even close. Absolutely not even close. I think I've gotten 8 kills like 3 or 4 times, and that was it before this point. If you're someone who like actually watches me and you're not just here for like the massacre, probably no real videos for a while because I have something absolutely massive in the works. Thanks for watching to the end, and I'll see you in the next one.